I'm Nina. I was challenged by Faith of Life with Mrs. G and the Artist to make my first vlog. I have never wanted to make a vlog. I never planned on making a vlog. In fact, that was something that when I started blogging, I said I would never ever do. But I was challenged, and so I'm taking the challenge on. And please excuse the lighting because in my apartment, not that good of lighting. I'm trying to do it in daylight, so that's why on a Saturday morning, I got up and instead of, catching up on my shows and watching Parenthood and Scandal and like all those shows on Thursdays, I got up and I did my hair because my hair is crazy. If you've ever seen, I don't know if I've ever posted a real picture of my hair or as a child, but I have really tight curls. Sometimes like it looks like a Jerry curl, sometimes it looks like a little bit of an afro. My friend Chelsea does hair and makeup. She's amazing. I'm going to feature her on the blog soon. Actually, she is going to she taught me how to do this, and it's still not as good as she would do it, but it's such an improvement. And I did put on a little bit of makeup like mascara because, I needed mascara. So, Faith, the challenger, has prompts for this month, I guess. I don't this month, like I'm going to do this again. So the first one is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? I find huge comfort in traditions. I think part of it is because my parents are divorced, and so we had traditions and then they changed, and so for a long time I really held tightly to traditions, and anything that like threatened them, I was like, no, we're doing this. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, we don't have as many traditions as, let's say, Christmas. Usually I spend either I have dinner at one house and dessert at the other. Typically I have the food portion with my mom's side of the family, and then I go to my dad's for dessert, because with the Italians it's more of a dessert is like a thing. It's not like, oh, just have a piece of cake. It's coffee and then maybe an aperitivo, like an after dinner drink like limoncello or Grand Marnier. They're gross. I don't really like them, but it's an event. In the last few years, my mom actually comes with me to my dad's. My mom and dad have a really good relationship. My stepmom and my mom don't hate each other, and they get along. And I have a little sister who's 4 years old, and she's weirdly attached to, not attached, but she's just really interested in my mom. She asks about her all the time. It's kind of like a funny joke because she just gets a huge kick out of my mom. So that really didn't answer the question at all. So score 1 point. I get a point for answering that one. Do I travel to be with family, or do they come to you? For the last 2 years, I have been in San Francisco. And so my first Thanksgiving, I think I might have come home. My second Thanksgiving in San Francisco, I don't think I came home for. I had been promoted, and my job was insane, and I was in sales, and so had to hit that 100K goal. So still figuring it out. Like I'm back in Chicago, so I'm close to them, but my papa on my mom's side just passed away, so I don't really know what's going on for Thanksgiving this year, which, Okay, so the third question is, do you have the traditional Thanksgiving, or do you do something completely dinner? Faith, did you write this correctly? Completely dinner and unique to your family? If so, what is it? So, It depends. So I actually have something called fibromyalgia, which I don't really talk about on the blog, but I don't really think a lot of people are going to watch this, and it's like running kind of long, yes. I don't really know. I talk a lot. I'm Italian. Um, so it depends. Yes, my family always does traditional turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, not muffins, biscuits. Sometimes I have dietary restrictions because fibromyalgia relates to pain, and I find that when I cut sugar from my diet, which I do occasionally, which I'm currently doing, I have a different Thanksgiving than everybody else. Um, so recently, one year I did have a different Thanksgiving than everyone else. I prepared myself a little Mexican meal. I realized I forgot to mention something hugely important, and that is my Nana's shells. She makes shells and she stuffs them with meat and cheese and spinach and her sauce, and literally they're famous. And she makes them for Thanksgiving. We always have some type of on that side, but the thing is, I'm not there for dinner, so I always have them kind of at dessert. That's maybe why I forgot talking about them, but they're infamous. Like my cousins on my mom's side who haven't had Thanksgiving with my Nana for years, still, sorry, I just got a text message, still really, really, like they ask for them. They're like, oh my gosh, and one year I brought them some that my Nana had for them, and it was like the best thing ever to them. So I have to mention that. Love it. Number 4, what's the must-have item for Thanksgiving dinner? I think I just answered that. Do I decorate for Christmas Thanksgiving weekend? It really has depended every year because if I've traveled from San Francisco, I typically either decorate before Thanksgiving because then I can come back to it, or what, I don't know. This year I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm not going to lie. Losing my papa, him passing away has kind of like thrown everyone for a loop. And so, I mean, I'm definitely going to decorate, I think. I mean, I have everything. But I live in a studio apartment and it's pretty jam-packed with stuff. If I was a vlogger, I would totally show you it, but I'm not going to because I'm not a vlogger. I'm a writer. So it really honestly depends. Am I a Black Friday shopper or no? If so, do you crazy early or sleep in and miss the crowds? Okay, so here's the deal with Black Friday. I am a bargain hunter, okay? I love giving people gifts. I love giving people really luxurious gifts. Unfortunately, I'm not made of money, and I'm actually don't really have money. So, it's always a challenge for me to give people the gifts that I kind of want to give them. And so there are some years where I've been like, there is no way. People are crazy. For the longest time, I thought people are crazy. Like, I will sleep. Sleep is a huge priority for me. It's a huge value in my life. The first year, I was actually, I believe maybe still in college, but I was home for Thanksgiving. And my friend, there's an outlet, a really great outlet mall near my hometown, about 30 minutes away. And so it opens at like 10 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving, and we went, and it was insane. But I actually did that twice. But the first time I went to the Kate Spade outlet store, and it was amazing. Okay, I got this bag. This is the part that I prepared. I got this bag, which is huge and really cool. I love animal prints. Sorry. But it was originally around $400. It's a huge bag, and I got it for less than less than 75, I want to say. And so I was able to get my mom a really big bag. I could not resist getting myself a bag. I was able to get the women in my family like these really beautiful Kate Spade cosmetic bags. And so I think it's really great to do it. I just don't always have the energy. I don't think I'm going to do it this year. I think this year just not having my papa and just it's kind of going to be a little bit tough. And so this year I'm just giving myself a break, and I'm probably not going to do it unless some friend convinces me, which I don't know. Do I have a favorite recipe? Do I care to share it? I do have a favorite recipe. I don't cook it. It's my mom's pumpkin bars. I will be sharing the recipe on actually a blog I contribute for my cooking. It's called My Cooking Spot. And they basically are the most amazing pumpkin bars you've ever tasted in your life with cream cheese frosting. And they, I remember really vividly the first time my mom came over for dessert with me to my dad's house, and we were all sitting around the table. My dad, my nana, who still has an amazing relationship with my mom, and we were sitting there, my stepmom, my nana, my dad, my mom, having coffee and eating these pumpkin bars, and we just couldn't stop talking about how amazing the pumpkin bars were. And I think like the pumpkin bars definitely broke the ice the first Thanksgiving, so they hold a special place in my heart. But I don't think I'll be having them this year because of this whole sugar issue. What am I most thankful for this year? This year, I'm just most thankful, I think, for my mom. Family in general, but just my mom, and just the ability to appreciate her as a young woman in a way that I don't think that I was able to when I was younger. I mean, I definitely appreciated her and loved her and all those things, but seeing her as a young woman with a little bit more life experience, not a lot of life experience, but more life experience, just her strength, and watching her care for my papa, and watching her just walk through grief now, as hard as it is. I'm just so thankful that I have her in my life, and that she's just such a rock for me and my brother and my whole family, really. And so I'm really just thankful. I think for the women in my family in general, I've just really seen their strength. And, I mean, my dad and Nana drove down, 6 hours for my papa's funeral, so it's a really good relationship. And my Nana, my family, I just think I'm thankful for my family, because even though there's a divorce, they really do a really good job of just respecting one another and loving one another, for my brother and I's sake, and also for my little sister's sake, for Ava's sake. And so I'm just thankful for all of them, and just that I get to have them and be around with them. Okay, so that's it. That was the last question. This is super long. I'm really shocked by that, not because I talk a lot. So maybe I'll cut it up. I don't really know, because I don't really know how to vlog, because I'm not a vlogger. Thank you to Faith for challenging me personally, calling me out all over Twitter, all over, like not even just on her blog, just all over Twitter, calling me out. Thanks so much. And I keep saying I hope you have a good day, and I hope you learn more about me. And I just want you to know that my Chicago accent, I know it's abrasive. It used to be a whole lot worse, but when I went to California, it kind of softened a little bit. So just for this is my voice. It's abrasive. I'm sorry. I try not to be abrasive as a person. All right. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to be talking to you via writing from now on. Okay. Bye.